Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. I'm Darth Love, and as you can see, we're back at the Divergence. Now I could go up there, chat with Mr. House, get sent to the fort, but instead, I'm going to go over here, activate terminal, and make a bunch of robots very, very angry. Yep. Mr. House is no longer pleased with me. Go away. Well, at least the Securitrons Mark 1 are fairly weak, all things considered. So we activate this terminal. Yes, we do. Unlock a control room elevator. Yes. Oh, no. To the control room. And then we get to meet Mr. House. Unseal his chamber. Yep. And then out pops House. Come on, say hello. Meet Mr. House in all his, technically living glory.
Why have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
I mean, good for you. I don't like you.
Fool to let personalities derail future of mankind.
I mean, just because I'm derailing your vision of the future does not mean I'm derailing the entire vision of the future. That's all. You won't be able to control anything, but I'll let you live.
No, don't disable Cerebro. I'd rather be killed. Just kill me.
If you insist. I moved his entire bed. I don't think that's supposed to move. Also, I don't think he's supposed to be in that many giblets, but there we go. House is dead. So now, quest added, the house has gone bust. Can't really do House's missions anymore now, can we? So let's head back up to the penthouse, shall we? Oh, there's still some robots here? I mean, they could try and be alive if they want. Oh. Alright, I guess they gave up. Oh no, I failed the ability to bug the house, because House is dead. Jane's gone, Victor's gone. Yeah, so that's that. Back down to the casino. I'm going to grab Eddie, and we have someone we have to go and converse with. Someone very important. Well, that's not something you see every day. Anyway, howdy, yes man.
Oh, hi.
Yes, I'm ready for you to join me at the Lucky 38.
Mr. House is out of the picture and you have the platinum chip?
Yes.
Wonderful. Let's go.
Fantastic. So he's going to go to the Lucky 38, so I'll just head right over there and meet him. Whoa. I was about to say it's weird that they still don't let me bring Eddie, but then,
Hi.
Hi.
This is big, huh? A very big moment.
Yes, it is.
Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands.
Okay.
Thanks. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Why do I have to not be able to move for this? Like, why?
This is my fault.
Why is this your fault?
Wow. Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network.
Great.
So, that's what the platinum chip does. Interesting.
What's
Mr. House
that?
had a whole demonstration plan for you. Just head downstairs to the lowest level to check it out. You'll see.
Alright. You're probably going to get to see this demonstration all over again, since we saw it with House, but now we're seeing it with Yes Man, so he's going to have a different speech plant.
Step closer to the demonstration area, please.
Maybe not the exact
Okay,
same different.
so you're familiar with Securitrons by now, obviously. I mean, some of your best friends are Securitrons, right? Our titanium alloy housing does a good job of protecting our delicate electronics.
Okay, so it seems to be basically the same, except he talks about it as if he's one of them, because he is.
Contains an X-25
Yeah.
Gatling laser, quite deadly against.
Okay, he does make some jokes.
That looks like fun.
Yeah, he makes some jokes
And
because
for close
he's
range
not
suppression
House.
And crowd control, we have this handy dandy 9mm submachine
Yeah, nice.
All of this is old hat, right? Here is where it gets interesting. Turns out that those are our secondary weapons.
Okay.
All this time we've been running the Mark I operating system, which doesn't have drivers for our primary weapons. Imagine!
See, it does sound much better listening to him give this exact same speech than it does House, too.
I'm downloading the Mark II OS to all Securitrons on the network. Makes quite a difference.
It's back to the red again.
With the M235
I guess I should have
launcher, we can
grabbed the... I knew that this was here, yet I still didn't think to grab it and just see what I could do.
And a rapid-fire G28 grenade launching system makes us deadly in close-range engagements. Woo! Look at that! The OS upgrade also includes drivers for our onboard auto repair systems. Just try to hurt us now.
I will.
This software upgrade confers a 235% increase in combat effectiveness per unit.
Oh, nice.
New Vegas finally has soldiers worthy of protecting it.
Me? I think
I
it's
hope
me.
you enjoyed this demonstration. You can come back up and see me or be on your way. I know you're a busy person.
Looks like a leaf blower. Huh? Wild card. Change in management. Alright. Hey, yes, man.
Every Securitron on the network has been upgraded.
Nice.
Pretty neat, huh?
Pretty much.
Here's a printout with some additional information.
Don't tread on the bear. Yeah, see, they're mad that I'm working with Yes Man.
Oh,
It's fine.
hi again. Can I help you with something else?
Sure. Said something about the bunker, the fort. So I should ask these tribes if they'll support an independent Vegas?
Oh, no, I didn't mean that. Who needs their support? The Securitrons will be all the support you need. What I meant is, you should get to know these tribes and decide which ones you like and which you don't.
Ah.
You know, shape the future of Vegas. Choose your neighbors. If you like a tribe, leave it alone. Or, if a tribe is nasty or going to be a problem, go ahead and exterminate it. It's whatever you want to do.
Oh, fantastic. Which tribes do I need to get to know?
There's a bunch. Some of them you've already met, like the chairman, for instance.
And every other one you have in the
You
list.
should visit the other families on the strip. The Omertas and the White Glove Society.
Done.
So you know what makes them tick. And there are some important groups farther from the strip, too. Like the Boomers, the
Met 'em.
Great Khans,
Yep.
and the Brotherhood of Steel.
Done. Okay, let's talk about the tribes I should get to know.
Of
Alright, the boomers have vowed to support me.
really? Talk about diplomatic skills. I mean, just not getting blown up was a success.
It's true.
Now they'll only blow up the right sorts of people. That's what matters.
It's true.
That's one down, 4 to go.
Alright. I convinced the Great Khans to leave the Mojave.
Maybe they'll be devoured by giant scorpions.
Me
Sorts
baby.
of things can happen to them out there. That's 2 down.
Alright. The Omertas were plotting to destroy the strip, so I killed their conspirators.
Wow. That is amazing. You are just a hero. I am serious.
I'm sure you are. Alright. I spoke to Majore and Mortimer, and I say, leave the blood now. What do you know about the White Glove Society? What do you know about the White Gloves?
From what I understand, they're perfectly delightful. They're cultured, clean, and super polite. Benny didn't like them, though. He said they were creepy.
They are. So let's see. White Glove Society had a cannibalism problem, but I solved it.
A cannibalism problem? Really? I'm so glad you weren't eaten. That's 4 down.
Alright. I know the Brotherhood. I want them left alone.
Okay. Consider them forgotten. Along with the projections that predict they'll be our biggest enemy. Forgotten.
Wow, you're really good at that passive aggression.
Needed to get to know.
Yay.
You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to.
Lies.
Here's some big news. I decoded a military radio transmission, and it turns out the NCR president, Aaron Kimball, is going to visit Hoover Dam.
Alright.
I guess he wants to boost the troops' morale. But according to projections Mr. House made, he has an 83.75% chance of being assassinated.
Alright.
Oops. Anyway, it looks like Mr. House thought it was important to keep President Kimball alive.
Yes, he did. Why did he want him kept alive?
Mr. House ran projections on how the NCR public will react to a defeat at Hoover Dam. Overwhelmingly, face it, Hooverdam. There's no obvious scapegoat for them to blame, so they'll blame New Vegas instead. So that means reduced tourism for up to 5 years. The equations are pretty complicated. Mr. House sure liked numbers.
Probably why he put himself in a computer. I don't care what happens to Kimball.
Fine by me.
Oh, I lost karma.
We've got more important things.
I failed. You'll know it when it happens. That's fine. I'm going to have to do it again anyway.
This gadget I'm handing you is called an override module. Mr. House had 2 of these made years and years ago. Just like him to think ahead. Take the module to the El Dorado substation and attach it to the power control terminal. I'll handle the rest.
Alright, I'll get it done.
Great! When this is taken care of, we'll be all set for the Legion to...
Sounds good. So, with that setup, that means I literally just have to go and... Oh, okay, so I just have to go activate the army in Fortification Hill and do that. I didn't realize that it was optional to activate the army in Caesar's Legion. That's interesting. So I guess I'll go do that. I don't really have to do that on screen since you've already seen what it is. So I'm going to do this. Alright, so considering this is such a convenient time that I feel like I'm about to be finished all of Yes Man already, let's talk to Arcade Gannon. I think we should travel together.
There's something about that robot that doesn't seem alright to me. I'm not saying we shouldn't take it with us. I'm just saying that if it were to fall into Lake Mead and be irreparably damaged...
Are you talking about Eddie?
And if you threw an EMP grenade in after it, well, there are worse things happening in the world, right?
I like Eddie. You know what? What's your opinion on the current situation?
I think you're on the right track.
Alright,
The
cool.
only way to ensure relative safety and independence for the people of New Vegas is to prevent others from taking control of the region. That means no NCR, no Mr. House, and no Legion.
I like it. I'm glad we agree. Tell me about yourself.
I'm really very boring. You'd get better stories out of a Freeside junkie.
I mean, I'm sure, but they probably also see dragons, so it really... I want to hear real stories. I'm asking because I'm interested. Don't put yourself down.
Oh, all right. I'm 30-ish. Well, late 30s.
Aw.
I was born west of here.
Okay.
I was an only child and spent most of my time with my mother. My father died when I was young, and I never got over it. Oh, and I like medicine and reading books about failed pre-war socioeconomic policies. Right now, I'm sure you're asking yourself, why hasn't some lucky man scooped this bachelor off his feet? Like I said, I'm boring.
I don't know. Why don't you talk? Why don't you like talking about yourself?
Some people do. I just don't.
Ah, fair enough.
I appreciate that you're trying to be friendly, but I'd just rather not discuss it.
All right, all right. Well, I guess that's fine. Good talking to you. Let's go. Well, basically you have to hit specific points to get trust points with Arcade Gannon, and then if you've gone to a specific point in any of the end game content, like as I keep calling it, with anyone other than Caesar's Legion, and it's a different point. Get out of here, you stupid fly. If you're at a specific point in each one of them, he will then be like, hey, I have an idea. I want you to help me out. And then you should go do his quest. So I'm going to do what I can to get him to that point. You're going to see all the conversations that happen at the different trust point locations, so that you can see how it's done. And then I'm going to do the quest before I, finish everything. I might go do the fort first, just because I can do that. Get the fuck out of here, you bastard! Oh. Just so I can have that done. So I'm going to give you puke here. So, we just fast travel over to the fort, and it should happen immediately. Oh, that's weird. Arcade. There we go.
Wait a second. What's going on? Am I playing Virgil to your Dante?
Huh?
I'd like to assume that we're tiptoeing into the mouth of hell out of academic curiosity, but I'm not so open-minded that I've lost my brains.
Oh, I understand. So the best option to pick for this is let's just listen to him and figure out what he's up to and then get out. That'll get you 2 trust points, where every other option will get you 1 trust point. Like, even most of these will get you 1 point, whereas this one, you really trust this.
Short of canceling our imminent travel plans, that's the best thing we could have said.
See?
Just be careful. If we travel at Caesar's pleasure, he may not let us out as easily as he lets us in.
True. So
I need to talk to you about something, if you have a minute.
I thought I needed 5 points for this. Yeah, sure.
Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out of the Mojave. We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this.
Huh?
I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out.
What are you talking about?
I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave.
Enclave.
A remnant of America's pre-war government. Memories being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped.
Yeah, they did.
Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro.
Oh, Eddie's was going there. What happened to Navarro?
After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces.
That'll do it.
My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years.
Oh.
Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel.
Yeah, they kind of have a hate-on for you. Where did the Enclave go?
A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR.
It's a good choice.
When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here.
Where are you going with all this?
The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people in Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar.
I think they could too. Do you want them to help NCR? Say no more. I'll do it.
Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the remnants. I don't think I could convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is.
Okay.
I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along.
Okay.
I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
No problem, Ganon. So yeah, Arcade Ganon, I guess sort of ex-Enclave member. That's his quest. I'm gonna go upgrade the fort again for Yes Man, and then start recruiting all of his people. So, just a moment. So, the first person we're gonna meet is in Jacobstown. There's a few things. Actually, one of the things I wanted to show you guys was this. Speed for turbo. That's great. So, about the bunker fortification fortitude. About the bunker at Fortification Hill. Have I told you lately that you're my favorite person? You are. The reason I gave you this printout is I wanted to remind you that that bunker at Mr. House built over Fortification Hill. I was going to say something out loud, but then I felt self-conscious because I feel really annoying when I repeat myself. Just to clarify, anytime you want to repeat yourself, go right ahead. It's only a problem when I do it. Anyway, now that you've installed me on the Lucky 38's mainframe, I can peek into Mr. House's data, and guess what? The underground facility over at the fort is super important. What Mr. House did over there was a stash a huge number of Securitrons, hundreds of them. Imagine how powerful they'd be if we upgraded them to the Mark II operating system. When Legion attacks Hoover Dam, you could sick your army on them, and who deserves to have an army more than you? No one. Plus, an army of upgraded Securitrons would be just the thing to show NCR you mean business. Go away and stay away, NCR. The thing is, and I really hate to admit this, I can't upgrade the Securitrons over at the fort from here in the Lucky 38. I can't establish a reliable connection. I'm sure it's all my fault somehow. But if you took the platinum chip to the fort, you could perform the upgrade yourself. Just a suggestion. Love, Yes Man. So he gives you that instead of giving you the big talk that House gives. And the moment you kill House, everyone has a tragedy has befallen all mankind sent to them. And I know it's everyone because you'll hear people talk about it. People who shouldn't know that House is dead. But they're like, yeah, did you hear he died? Yeah, I got this weird thing in my Pip-Boy or like in my whatever messenger things. Anyway, Robert Edwin House, 261, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the New Vegas Strip, industrialist and technologist, founder, president, and CEO of the multi-billion-dollar pre-war robotics and software corporation, Robco Industries, has died. Generally recognized by Mr. House to be mankind's only hope of long-term survival, Mr. House passing may well sound a death knell for the entire human race. Generally recognized by himself to be mankind's only hope of long-term survival was him. Lost forever in his bounty is his bounty of knowledge concerning human longevity, the depth and breadth of which could, as he was apt to say, fill several textbooks. He was not exaggerating. Though he did not achieve his goal of functional immortality, let us not forget that he died at the age of 261. How many people do that? I mean, come on. Also lost forever are House's singular personality, force of will, vision, and leadership ability. The probability of an equally capable figure emerging from the current human population to lead mankind to a future of equivalent quality is less than 0.000112%. By objective measures, too complex to detail in this obituary. Objective measures made by him. Personality and force of will, born June 20th, 2020. House was orphaned at an early age when his parents died in a freak accident. Autogyro, lightning. Though cheated of his inheritance, House attended the prestigious Institute of Massachusetts and founded the Robco Institute. Hey, that's the Institute of Massachusetts, also where you can go in Boston, because it's in Boston. So in Fallout 4. Damn it! I'm going to refine where I was now. And where was I? Somewhere around here. Yes, Industries on his 22nd birthday. Within 5 years, it was one of the most profitable corporations on Earth. Vision. By 2065, House was certain that atomic war would soon devastate the planet. At great personal expense, he developed technologies to ensure the structural integrity of the city of Las Vegas, as it was known at the time. On the day of the Great War, 77 atomic warheads targeted the city. Mr. House defeated them all. Talk about vision. Leadership. Mr. House survived the war, of course, and would later recruit the three families, negotiate the Treaty of New Vegas, and rebuild the Las Vegas Strip. While these achievements yielded many immediate benefits, they were all part of House's master plan to reignite mankind's quest for technological advancement, a plan without which the human race has nowhere to go and nowhere to return. Will revise and finish things up later, have set the age at death to update automatically. Obit makes salient points, but pearls before swine, of course. Let's hope the ingrates never have cause to read it. Who knows how many of them are even literate. What a treasure. We really, truly lost a great narcissist. Anyway, so the Arcade Ganon would like us to come talk to a man here who we've already spoken to multiple times. It's good old Doc Henry, the only human being in this entirety of Jacobstown. And the Enclave isn't big on recruiting super mutants. I do enjoy the irony, though, that Marcus, the leader there, helped the Fallout 1 survivor destroy the Enclave's oil rig. And the only human he has working here is an ex-Enclave member.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Yes, there is. Arcade Ganon has asked me to gather all the four members of the Enclave to the Mojave.
I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity.
Okay.
So talk to her if anything comes up.
I can do that.
Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it.
Okay. How goes research on the Night King cure?
Promising, but I won't be able to synthesize the drug anytime soon. I really should get back to my work.
Or hand it off to Calamity. Yeah, no. Damn it. Let's talk about something else. Goodbye.
Hello.
Thank you.
Doc Henry always was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs.
Okay.
He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact.
Interesting.
He simply solved riddles because they existed.
Alright, so he's very, very true neutral. His work was what mattered to him.
Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary, I suppose. Maybe we can't all change the world. Maybe it's enough just to do good for the short time that we're here. No one's going to sing Doc Henry's praises when he's gone.
I'm sure the king will.
Probably save more lives than I ever will.
Yeah, the king definitely will. Hey, Calamity.
Hey there.
Okay, you're good. Carry on. Calamity's going to sing his praises long after he's dead, because she's... I mean...
I don't want anything to do.
In a way, she's immortal. Now, the next person we're going to hit is in Novak. Because the rest of the locations are places we haven't technically been yet. One of them, like, I can guarantee you haven't been to yet. And the other one is, I think it's inside of a town. It's inside of, like, the west side, I think. But I'm not certain on that. I don't even know where the third member is. I can't remember. But member number 2 is right here. Howdy, Daisy.
Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all.
We didn't talk to you before, so before I do that, you were a pilot?
Vertibird pilot.
Really?
71 missions and only lost 1 chopper. Rotor malfunction over Klamath. Hard landing, but I walked away.
Nice. What do you do here in Novak?
I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together.
Interesting. Did you fly for the NCR?
4? No, not exactly. It was a long time ago. Things are a lot different these days, and those days are way behind me.
Okay, our ex-Enclave member. Arcade asked me to find you. I'm reuniting the remnants, and they need your piloting skills.
Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason.
It does, doesn't it?
But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
Dear friends, how did you like flying vertibirds for the Enclave?
I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry.
Fair enough.
There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow.
I believe that. Alright.
Watch your 6 out there.
It's good talking to you, Miss Whitman.
Since my mother died, Daisy's been the only woman in my life.
Okay.
She was the only other woman close to my father, too.
Oh.
She flew him out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants.
Yeah.
Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen.
Well, that's good.
Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly.
It sounded like it.
It broke her heart to be grounded.
Yeah. It was an important part of her life. Why shouldn't she enjoy it?
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
Yeah, maybe not.
Don't
But
ask, because I don't know.
are you talking to my robot? Alright, cool. So, next up... Yeah, so Cannibal Johnson's cave. Oh yeah, there's one like right near the sharecropper farm. Let's find him. Pretty sure Daisy's the only woman. I think it's this way? I honestly don't know what we're going to find, so... I swear to God, if you're on the other side of that fence, I'm going to be so pissed. He's the old fucker. The one who's like, this is my property. NCR ain't kicking me off of here. That bastard. The one we ran into the first time we got here, and I was like, I have no friggin' idea who this is.
Nelson's back in
Good God, no wonder he has a name. Bloody hell. And here I thought he wasn't, like, well, I don't know. I totally thought he wasn't important. I was about to say, like, well, I mean, I knew he had to be important. I mean, I did. But at the same time, I was still like, well, I guess this is just a throwaway. Because there are things in this game that you'll find that were supposed to be part of other quests that got scrapped. We'll get into that. Orion Monroe. Maroney, I don't know. Orion. Yeah, hi. Orion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arcade and I were looking for you. We're gathering the remnants.
Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries?
Your advanced level of tech would be useful in setting things between the NCR and the Legion.
Is that right? The million-dollar question is, who exactly are we settling?
Do you have a preference?
I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers with my old Gatling laser.
Alright. I want to help the Legion defeat the NCR. That's what I was thinking too. Are you coming with this? Coming to this thing or what?
Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not be staying. Keep that in mind.
Fair enough.
Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is remember.
Alright, so remember, dear friends. Okay. So what did you do when you were with the Enclave?
Heavy weapons trooper.
Ah, you were a heavy trooper.
Nothing better than hosing down a target with an excess of bullets and laser fire.
That's fair. Overkill
By
is
the
the
time
best.
I got through with things, not much was left standing. Any morons who didn't run when they saw me coming got what they deserved.
Alright.
Back then, it was war. If we'd been on the winning side, I'd be called a hero.
That's true. That is how that works, actually. Alright. Good talking to you, Ryan.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing. To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out.
Oh.
Now there's just a bitter old man left.
Yeah. We tear him. It's part of who he is.
I suppose you're right. When you're part of something for that long, maybe it's impossible to let go without losing part of yourself.
It's true.
Moreno may be a stubborn son of a bitch, but at least he's loyal.
Very. Alright, so that's that one down. There's 2 more left. And let's go to the one in West Side first. At least what I think is West Side. Oh, it's right here. Howdy, Judah.
You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to West Side?
You? What do you do in West Side?
I help tend the crops, stand watch for fiends, and generally help keep things civilized.
Well, that's good of you. How long have you lived in West Side?
A couple of years now. I was a trader for a while, but got tired of all the walking. West Side was a good place to settle down as any.
Alright, well, I guess Arcade asked me to find you. I'm gathering the remnants.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
You'll be the element of surprise. You'll be the element of surprise.
Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't done that in years, but all right, I'm in.
Sweet.
None of this means a thing if the rest of the group doesn't show up, though.
So far, most of them are.
Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get it to the bunker. Navarro.
Navarro, remember, dear friends. Interesting. Tell me about the old days with the Enclave.
I miss those days sometimes. We all had a purpose, you know? I admit that some of the folks in charge were pretty ruthless.
Yeah, probably.
The rest of us, though, we were just trying to civilize things. The NCR was still new, and it didn't look like they'd last all that long.
Yeah.
Then we lost the oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. Nobody left except us remnants.
And the ones in D.C. that are now gone as well. What happened in the Enclave oil rig in Navarro?
Internal sabotage took down the oil rig.
Fallout 1 or 2?
Never did get the full story.
Yeah.
The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region.
I mean, you probably did. Anyway, tell me about your former squad.
I was the officer in charge.
Really?
And Johnson and Moreno were my heavy hitters. Henry handled tech things, and Whitman flew the chopper.
Makes sense.
Johnson and Moreno never got along. And I had my hands full keeping those two apart some days.
Now they're
It
both
was a difference
recluses.
in philosophy, mostly. Mercy was not part of Moreno's vocabulary.
Ah. Interesting. Alright, well, good talking to you, Judah. So he's in charge, and we finally found Miguel's pawn shop.
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason.
Oh?
Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader.
Good to know.
Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him.
Loyalty first to your platoon. They're loyal to you, too.
Sometimes I wonder how much of my father they see in me. They went through a lot together, but my family went through it too.
Yep.
I'm glad they've watched out for me all these years. Maybe someday I can return the favor.
Maybe you can. Maybe soon. Alright, so there's one member left, and he's in Cannibal Johnson's cave. And his name is Johnson. That's disconcerting. Howdy, golden geckos. So let's go find Cannibal Johnson's cave, I guess. It's definitely somewhere up through these hills. Glad we don't have to fight our way through geckos. Not that it'd be difficult, I just don't want to. What was I saying? Okay, so this is the other heavy hitter, and from the sounds of it, this is the merciful one, who's living in a cave that's named after him, being a cannibal. Disconcerting, to say the least. Howdy, Ow! Rude. Is there any more of these things? Howdy, Cannibal Johnson.
Well, it's about damn time. What took you... Oh.
Oh?
I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now.
Okay, you sound like you're eager to die.
There's a twitch in my trigger finger. I've lost my eagle eyes, and the other day I could have sworn I heard Sergeant Dornan chewing me out.
That's not good.
I'm old, and I'm starting to feel it. It's not pleasant, especially when you know your mind's slipping away.
Yeah, that'd be worse.
We all gotta go sometime. But I was hoping for something a little more heroic.
Yeah. Who's Sergeant Dornan?
He was a drill instructor I knew. He was also the meanest bastard I've ever known.
All right.
Once he caught this private out of uniform, and old Dornan went off on the most ear-blistering rant known to man. It was inspiring.
Probably unnerving. So you served in the military?
Yeah. It was a long time ago. Things were better back then.
Heard that a lot. Not usually in the times I would say were better. Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
So you're a cannibal?
I'm not saying. It's part of my mystique, after all.
All right. Sounds like there's an interesting story behind it.
The truth of it is that I did cut out a raider's heart, but only took a bite to mess with his buddies.
Oh.
They had me surrounded, and I went with the first thing that came to mind. Some ran, and the rest were startled just long enough.
Nice, that's awesome. You live out here by yourself?
Sure do. Had a wife for a while. Tribal girl. Really pretty eyes. But she's been gone a long time now.
Let's talk about something else.
Well, ain't like I've got places to be.
Well, I guess, yeah. Arcade asked me to gather all the remaining members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then?
He thinks your experience in technology will help resolve the conflict in the region.
Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in.
Sweet.
Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is old. Appropriate, huh?
Navarro, remember dear old friends.
If I had to pick anyone who didn't belong in the Enclave, it would definitely be Johnson.
Huh.
He hated what the Enclave was doing.
The Heart
Day
Eater.
to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving.
Nice.
It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
Yeah. Well, I worry about it. You don't have to be your father.
I grew up without him. I'll always feel like something is missing from my life, but you're right. It's not like I'm the only kid in the wasteland who's grown up without a dad.
No, especially not in this wasteland.
Johnson always said my father was a good man.
It's good to know.
If that's the only thing about me that's like him, that's enough for me.
Probably sure there's more. I think we can confirm that the fact that you're a homosexual is not something you got from your father due to the fact that you exist. But hey, stranger things have happened. Is there more tunnel here? Oh, it just keeps going. Do you got more base down here? Oh, that's a dead Night Stalker. And more dead animals. Wow. Is this where you keep your food, Mr. Johnson? Just throw them into this disgusting pit and eat them? I honestly think I'd prefer you being a cannibal to having piles of meat.
They say those robots on the strip are running around with
Alright, well,
faces or something.
that's that. We've gathered all the members. Now we just have to head on over to the Remnants Bunker, which we already found. Remember that door? I was like, I wonder what this is. Its technology sure looks different. And yeah, that's because it is Enclave. It is an Enclave bunker. And now we have the passphrase. Dear old friends, remember Navarro. Oh, that makes sense. Alright. Well, we're in the bunker. Is this a stair? Oh, that's a staircase. What's this way then? Nothing. Gotcha. Down the stairs we go. Sort of. More like threw myself down the stairs. Open door. Whoa, they got a vertibird. And they have Enclave armor. can I? Oh, it's just combat armor reinforced. I want to wear the Enclave power armor. It looks so much cooler than the Brotherhood power armor. Wait a second. Johnson 2. There's 6 here. Henry, Johnson, other heavy hitter. Yeah, there's 5 of them. So I guess me or Arcade gets the 6th one. Ooh. What's here? Oh. I'm not going to steal from them unless it's worth it, and ammo's not worth it for stealing. So, through the door. Whoa. That loaded instantaneously. Alright, well, I guess we begin the meeting now? Someone... Okay, I guess I gotta talk to you. Yep.
Glad to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against?
Both of them? I want to help... help you take over the dam. I want you to help NCR hold on to the dam. Alright. Yeah, how are you going to deploy your squad?
Moreno, Johnson, Henry, and I will be the boots on the ground. Whitman will stay with the vertibird.
Makes sense. Okay, and what is this place?
This was a minor refueling station for vertibirds. It seemed an appropriate place to stash our equipment if we ever needed it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this place hasn't fallen apart. When I put it into standby mode, I expected to return to it within a few years, not decades.
Yeah. Alright, well, I guess I want to help the NCR hold on to the dam.
Then that's the plan. We're going to have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him.
Can I tell him I'm working with Yes Man? Will Moron be a liability? Alright, I'll talk to him.
You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it.
Fantastic. Alright. Moreno. God damn it, don't leave.
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could
Oh,
save
good.
the fucking NCR.
He's already in his
I'm
summer.
out.
Hold up, hold up. Everyone's coming in, guns blazing, showing the NCR how it's done. You actually don't want that?
I can't believe you've actually talked me into this. Fine, I'm in. But don't expect me to hold my fire if any NCR
I mean, I'm not
get in the
going
way.
to. So that's
Thanks
fine.
for doing this. Getting them all back together again.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. When Moreno started going off, I didn't think we'd all be walking out of there in one piece.
Yeah, he
I
looks
still don't know
terrifying.
how this is all going to shake out in the end. But at least the Enclave can atone a bit for all the damage it's done.
Yes. You've certainly done your part.
I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro, and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave.
You were just a
It
kid.
seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out at the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going to need every doctor they can get.
If you're so sure it's going to be a bloodbath, maybe you should stay in Freeside. What happens if Freeside won't make any difference if the Legion takes the dam? Fight with them.
Good point. You've been encouraging the others to stand up and fight. Maybe I should take the same advice. After all, I also lived in Navarro. There's something I need to go do, but I'll catch up with you later. Thanks again for your help with the others. It means a lot to me.
Alright, so he's going to take off, give me back Pew Pew, I guess. I lost better healing. He's returned to Freeside. Okay. Well, I'll tell this guy.
Moreno's a stubborn son of a bitch.
I'm inside of
He's
Eddie.
also tougher than any of us. I'm glad you were able to talk him into staying.
Me too.
Since Whitman will be staying with the vertibird, she's offered to give her old suit of power to you.
Nice.
You'll need special training to use it properly, so talk to her as soon as you get the chance.
Okay, I'll talk to her then.
The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
That's fine. I always have time. Oh, it's inside of him. That's not better.
The
Daisy.
NCR.
Daisy, Daisy, Daisy.
I appreciate you keeping Orion in the group.
No problem.
Since I won't be needing my armor, makes the cockpit a bit cramped.
That's fair.
You should take it.
I would appreciate
It'll
that.
take a few hours to show you how to use it properly, so let's get started.
Okay. And we're just done. Cool. So how is the armor? Wow, that is 25 pounds, 28 damage threshold, +1 strength and rad resistance, -1 charisma for the helmet. Definitely gonna wear the helmet. But I really feel like no, this one's not the one I'm gonna wear. The Courier Duster. The Courier Duster is gonna get worn when I do NCR because it's the NCR's Courier Duster. But like, look at this armor. Look at it. Yeah. Yeah. Looks so good. So much better than... Wait a second, there's still 6 here. Huh. Weird. Alright. So there's 2 things we have to do now. First off is head over to the power station again and put in that override chip and probably kill all of the NCR in the process. Now we can sneak in. It went pretty well last time. And then do the Hoover Dam battle. But I also...
Like I said,
Holy shit.
This is it. It belonged to my father.
That's even...
Since you
That's a different one from mine.
The defense of Hoover Dam, I figured I'd haul it out of storage.
Nice.
I'm a little rusty with it, but I think I can manage. As long as you got my back, of course.
Of course. Damn, man. What do you think the others will... What do you think the others will do at Hoover Dam?
I don't think you need to worry about this facilities. Basically, expect a lot of firepower and dead bodies.
Sweet.
Enclave technology is even more advanced than Brotherhood.
Yeah.
And in the hands of soldiers as experienced as Moreno and the others, let's just say it's truly a sight to behold.
Awesome. Alright, well, goodbye. How do I get him to follow me now?
What's up?
Oh, okay.
See?
So it said he returned to Freeside. Man, that's like Tesla Enclave armor, too. It's not even standard Enclave armor. Damn, that's sexy. Every time I see Arcade, I kind of wish I was playing a male character. So I like flirting with him. But I'm going to head to the Eldorado substation next. I don't have to do that. What am I doing? And get that done. You've already seen it. There's not going to be anything different. If there is, which I doubt it, you will see it. But again, doubt it. So I'm going to go there. I'm going to head to Freeside to see if Arcade Gannon did go back there like the game told me. And if not, I'm just going to head back to Yes Man, start this show up. So Arcade Gannon was not in Freeside, which leads me to believe he's just going to be with the Enclave for the end battle. So let's just talk to Yes Man.
Don't you love seeing the Lucky 38 all lit up? Sign of things to come.
Alright.
Too bad about President Kimball and everything. But hey, stuff happens, right?
Yeah.
Exciting
Tourism,
news.
it doesn't bother me.
The Legion's massing troops in a staging area east of the dam. Attack imminent. Monster of the East ready to roll.
Alright, let's wipe him out. I'm ready to go to the dam.
Great. So I've been looking over Mr. House's force projections and running some calculations.
Alright.
It turns out there are 2 ways we can win this thing. Hear that? We have options.
Alright.
You could route the dam's power
wildcard.
facility under Fortification Hill. That'll restart its reactor, just like you did with the Lucky 38.
Just like we did for
That'll
House.
wake up the Securitron army you left on standby and give us enough force to push the Legion and the NCR straight out of the Mojave. The other option is destroy the dam's generators. Without those, it's just a big bunch of concrete. The NCR won't have any reason to stick around. You don't have to decide yet. For now, all you have to do is take this override module and install it on the terminal in the power control room.
Do have to do that.
Good luck. See you at the dam.
Great. Alright, well. Okay, perfect. Let's do this. So everything's basically the same. Oh, I don't have Arcade. You following? You're following. Good. Be aggressive, Eddie. Let's go, Eddie.
Into the control room and install the override chip.
Yeah. You also gotta wipe out Caesar's Legion. Just saying. This battle's gonna be basically the same. Oh no. I'll show you the important parts, like when the Enclave shows up, I'll show you that. But other than that, it's pretty much the same battle. And in come the boomers. Ruining my view. Wow, that's a carpet bombing and a half. Holy shit, guys. Holy shit. That was terrifying. I love it. So, here we go.
Hi! Nice to see you again.
Sure it is.
So, we can blow up the dam's generators, or I could route the dam's entire power output to the fort.
Really?
That'll activate a certain army of Securitrons and set them loose to ravage the Legion. What do you say?
I'm kind of tempted to do that one. just so you can see it. But I think that's what you have to do for Caesar's Legion anyway, so send power to the fort.
Yes! This is gonna be fun!
Alright.
I'm unlocking the East Power Plant. Hit the manual switch, then go topside and deal with the Legion and NCR.
Sounds good. So I want this ending to be like, I control Caesar's Legion, not Caesar's Legion, all of the Mojave in kindness and happiness, and people don't hate me. And I feel like destroying the dam would be pointless for everyone involved, including me. Is that the door I want? Get out of the way. Open door. It is not. Will you stop with the hitting me with things, please? You're just getting in the way, man. Alright. This door? This door. There they are. Howdy, Doc Henry. You don't wear armor, huh?
Keep your head down. Could be snipers around.
True. Cannibal Johnson, nice. Moreno, cool. Where's Arcade? It's very important that Arcane Cannon is here. What the fuck? Sound like we're about to be bombed again. Very happy we didn't get bombed. That would have sucked. That's not Arcade. Where's Arcade? Alright, well, I'm traveling with the heavy hitters. We're all got our armor on. We're all matching. I love it. Let's go wipe out Caesar's Legion. Seriously, why can't... I want to have Arcade with me. It makes me sad that he's not. It could be that he returns to Freeside if given the other option. I'm also fairly certain he doesn't don the power armor if you tell him... Like, she's perfectly upright. If you tell him you think he should stay at Freeside, he does. He has a different armor. Or possibly just keeps his doctor's robes on and gives you a better perk, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. He obviously also would have a different ending video. We can see this one right now. I think I'll do his quest again for the NCR, just so I can have it be a different ending. We'll see. Yeah, I won't make you guys watch it again, obviously. Maybe the end bit, but... Alright, Cannibal Johnson. I'm glad to see you guys are coming with me for this. This is going to be such overkill. Because me alone is overkill. No. Don't you avoid me. You die. Just like the rest of Legion. Oh, only Cannibal Johnson? Monroe got cold feet.
Come on.
Maroney. I don't remember what his name was. Whatever. I also can't seem to find Eddie. Oh, Eddie is back there. Alright, well, that's weird. Moving on. Maybe it's because I told him to stay with them, he doesn't travel with me. It's like, yeah, you have to fight with them, so he did. But he didn't show up with them, and that makes me sad. I wanted him to show up. Hello, Praetorans. Praetorans? I don't know. It's kind of with that weird red thing. Which is only, like, right in this area. It's like they're drugging me. Oh, yeah, which reminds me, I'm addicted to Med-X. Let's get even tougher for no reason. Howdy, Leggett. This time I'm gonna kill you. Ready?
An envoy of Vegas.
Yes. Yes. I'm here to kill you. The Legion's advance ends here.
Enough words.
I agree.
Another kill token. You'll pay for that.
Adorable. Oh, look, you have backup. And you still can't get yourself up off the ground. Oh, he's running away.
Like that?
Right, because I beat him down to the ground. His backup showed up, so he ran to hide. Oh, he's got more backup. That's great. Lanius. Wow, he has a lot of backup that showed up. Where'd you go, Lanius? Where are you hiding, buddy? Oh, you ran back up the hill. Wow, you called in a lot of backup, and now you're using grenades. That's very, like, not Caesar's Legion of you. Oh, what did I miss this time? There we go. What did I miss? Oh, whatever. I hit a lot of incendiary grenades. But there's this Legged Helmet, Blade of the East, which has poison damage from the looks of it. Nito. Wow, it does a lot of damage too. Not very fast though, but hey, let's use it for the next fight. Just cause it feels fitting. But it's definitely a lot better than the Blades of the West. It's basically just a regular old bumper sword. It was just made in the East for the Legate of the East. We still can't get into his damn camp. Should be able to kill these guys though, right? Where are they? Fine. I won't kill the backup over here. I'll kill the backup down here then. Did they kill Cannibal Johnson? Nope. It looks like Cannibal Johnson's still going strong. He also just phased through that door. Huh? I don't care. Let's see what's going on over here. Wait, what? What am I supposed to do this way? What? What does my current quest say to do? Head to Legate's camp, deal with the Legate and Caesar's Legion. Okay, so it's pointing at his corpse. Because the Legate is dead. I'm currently holding his weapon. I don't know why it took him that long, the game that long to figure that out. Howdy. It was because I didn't kill his backup. Howdy, Johnson. Say hello to General Oliver. We're gonna kill him.
Caesar on the cross. Been a long time. Could use 100.
Have you seen an entire army of upgraded Securitrons, General?
And well, these boys with you? Hello there, Smiley.
Yes, they are with me. Every single one of them. They work for me, even.
Guess it ain't no secret how you, I say, can you ask them to put their weapons down? I was just reaching in my coat to give you a cigar.
That's unfortunate for you. Hoover Dam is ours. Leave at once.
I would sooner spit on the grave of my dead mother than let some courier walk the wasteland fuck talk to me like that.
That's
Who
unfortunate.
The hell do you think you are? Looking to cash your chips to the sound of NCR bullets, huh? I can oblige.
No, I'm looking to be in control of everything because you guys are not going to be able to run this thing as well as I can. Obviously, because I am the best. Retreat or we wipe NCR off the face of the dam.
Look, I know you're riding high right now, but let me tell you, you ain't pissing on me right now. You're pissing on the bear.
Yeah, and I'll cut off both its fucking heads, too.
To know how far that claw stretches. Fuck with the bear and...
Yeah, it stretched real thin, that malnourished bear paw. He got stretched out all over everything. Since welcome, this land is mine. Securitrons, erase NCR from the area.
Figured as much. Come on, you sons of bitches, we're ready.
Are you, though? I don't think you are. I'm even going to use the Blade of the East. Wow, I got him stuck to a wall. Oh, boy. Sorry, buddy. Yeah, you're dead, too. No. No more arm. No more life. I don't think I've ever actually done that before, but there we go.
You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to.
I feel like you are.
I didn't want to make a big deal about this until after we won, but, well,
What?
I found some code snippets in one of Mr. House's databanks that will let me, reprogram my personality.
That sounds
Be
dangerous.
a little more assertive, basically.
Also dangerous.
So that's what I'm going to be doing. And it's going to take me a while, so it'll seem like I'm offline. But don't worry, everything will be okay.
Very worried.
I've updated the Securitron's targeting parameters, so they know what to do.
Alright.
Vegas will be protected.
Alright.
So that's where I'll be. Off making a few changes. And I guess I'll see you around. We accomplished a lot together. It was fun. Take care.
Alright.
So the
No
courier
gods, no
who
monsters.
achieved death in the
Masters.
cemetery out. The courier, with the aid of Yes Man,
Okay, so this
drove
would be
both
similar.
the Legion and the NCR from Hoover Dam, securing New Vegas's independence from both
Yeah,
factions.
the only difference is I did it with Yes Man now.
With Mr. House out of the picture, part of the Securitron army was diverted to the Strip to keep order. Any chaos on the streets was ended. Quickly.
Yeah. This is not
Chaos
cold
became
anymore.
Uncertainty, then acceptance with minimal loss of life. New Vegas assumed its position as an independent power in the Mojave.
All thanks to me.
Supporting the ideals of independence, the courier
Okay,
was
called 21.
recognized as the woman responsible for a truly free New Vegas.
Because of me.
She ensured that Mr. House's tyranny was broken, and that neither Caesar's Legion nor NCR would ever gain control over New Vegas.
Though the wasteland became anarchic after Hoover Dam, the Boomers' display of power dissuaded fortune seekers from attempting to penetrate.
But this time they didn't go out and meet new people.
Veronica put her moral sensibilities aside and supported the Brotherhood's new campaign of aggression as best she could. Yet, deep down, she understood that it meant their end would surely be soon to follow.
Their leaders destroyed...
After the Courier ensured New Vegas remained free, the followers found that independent Vegas was even more unstable and violent than before. Old Mormon Fort became excessively burdened by the influx of patients, struggling to provide even the most basic of services.
I can help with that.
Arcade
I will
was
help
proud
with that.
to have been one of the defenders who helped repel the Legion from Hoover Dam. He was prouder still to see the area freed from the shackles of the NCR and Mr. House. Though independence for New Vegas was not all he hoped it could be, Arcade used his enclave knowledge and technology to keep order wherever he could.
With New Vegas's independence formally declared, Goodsprings thrived.
Awesome.
More travelers stopped by Goodsprings on their
no
way
more,
to and from the Strip.
Protectron
and the
watching
locals
over them.
grew prosperous from the traffic.
Cass lived to see the Courier bring down 3 armies, and by her count, that was 3 more than she'd expected. She kept quiet about that, though.
That was her heart. Her heart didn't break this time.
The Great Khan
because of
quickly
me.
evacuated.
Despite NCR's pledge to support Prim, they abandoned the town after their loss to the Courier.
That's fair.
Independent again, Prim operates much as it had before the Powder Gangs arrived, full of ups and downs.
Now the Powder Gangers aren't going to be attacking constantly. Logic clear, the upgraded edgy constant companions of the Courier. Nice. Develop new methods to harness the energy of the sun.
Despite distinguishing themselves during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, the Rangers' victory was short-lived due to the Courier's interference. Chief Hanlon personally directed the evacuation of the Rangers to Mojave Outpost as they fell back into NCR territory.
Good. I'm glad he distinguished
Bitter
himself.
over the waste of life in the Mojave, Hanlon stepped down from his post.
I mean, he got several of them killed.
After a campaign in which he denounced Oliver's and Kimball's hawkish, imperialist ways, Hanlon was elected as the Senator of Reading.
Nice.
After their bold arrival at Hoover Dam, the remnants disappeared as quickly as they came.
That's fair.
Legends of their power spread throughout the Southwest, a reminder of why people once feared the sight of vertebrates in the sky.
Because war never changes.
War never changes. I mean, of course we saw that slide already, but it still feels right to do it again. Yeah. Just go to the main menu. So, that was the Yes Man ending, which means the next video and the last video for this character, as far as I know, will be NCR. So, I guess that's the end of this one. Look forward to watching the NCR's victory in the next video. You guys have a good night.